Early morning, the 9th of August. Chinooks arrive at the Lashkar Gah helicopter landing site and load their passengers for the short flight to Camp Bastion. An everyday occurrence. But these flights are special because on board are the 260 personnel who comprise the headquarters of Task Force Helmand. They're leaving the provincial capital that has been their home since 2006. But they've spent 7 years developing, authorising and driving through British military operations in Afghanistan. Brigadier Rupert Jones arrives at Camp Bastion, the commander of Task Force Helmand. He explained to me that the move from Lashkar Gah is hugely significant.
A great many feats of arms have been conducted by the British military from Lashkar Gah, commander from Lashkar Gah, and in a way it brings to an end a chapter in our history. In terms of campaign, it reflects the fact, the degree to which the Afghans are now very much in the lead. And as they step forward more and more, we're able to step back. And the move of the headquarters back from the provincial capital very much reflects that.
The military call this gradual process of drawdown Afghan liftoff. They're gradually moving away from the Afghan security forces, giving them space to continue their own development, but not going so far as to leave them isolated.
What you certainly don't want to do is going from a situation where we were very much in the lead to the Afghans being wholly cold turkey. That would be an irresponsible and inappropriate way. Clearly what you want to do is step back iteratively, and that's what we've been doing.
So the move marks a leap forward for an Afghanistan which will one day be master of its own destiny. But from a British military perspective, the nuts and bolts of this relocation are pretty significant themselves. Getting the staff here was a relatively simple matter, but a modern military HQ is a complex beast, myriad layers of communications equipment and IT systems that all have to work well. Indeed, the British military have billed this move as the most complex relocation of an HQ ever undertaken while on operations. 10 20-foot containers brought 1,400 pieces of IT, 10 kilometres of cables and 52 different communication systems. I'm told it all now works.
Well, it was months of preparation. I think that's the first thing to say. It didn't just come together. The physical build of the new headquarters took 2 months. So an awful lot of preparation and planning, both in theatre but also across the whole of defence back in UK to bring this together.
The relocation from Lashkar Gah closes a long chapter of British military history and pulls into sharp focus what you might call the epilogue for operations in Afghanistan, the drawdown, which will culminate next year with withdrawal of combat troops.